Now we have Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler is off. So, topic of this video is going to be Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler. Happened over the past couple weeks, and we now know that Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor is off, and Alex Perria versus Jiri 2 is going down UFC 303 International Fight Week, Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, let's start off with Conor McGregor. So, Conor obviously got hurt a little over 2.5 years ago, almost 3. Shin injury, broken. He hasn't won a fight since, I think, the Cowboy Cerrone fight. Obviously, he lost twice to Dustin Poirier back to back. It's a crazy turn of events how it's happened for Conor, because he's taken all this time and he was supposed to come back last year after the tough and everything like that. And to be honest with you, I think all this is playing a part in him listening to other people instead of just going, okay. Because if he came out with a documentary on Netflix and showed how he was injured prior to the Dustin Poirier fight, second one, with the shin injury. First one, clear knockout. Obviously, he should have listened back then, pulled out of the fight, and he wouldn't have been out this long. But the past is what it was, and we are now in the future. So Conor can't fight because he has a partial fracture, if you will, to the same leg and the same shin area. I'm guessing the same area, but the same leg that he broke before. So obviously, hairline fracture or whatever it is, you got to let that heal up. Plus, you got to get back in the fight camp. And for Conor, it's going to be hard because obviously he's in recovery. So if he's in recovery, he's chilling. And if he's chilling, he's not in that same mind frame, the go-getter killer instinct. And in life like that, you got to stay in that mode all the time, at least 9 out of 12 months of the year, because that's how you're getting paid. Conor's getting paid like 4, 5, 6, 8 different ways outside the UFC. So he's not really going to need any money like that. Now, let's get to Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is a person who has had a long, and I mean a long relationship with Bellator, who now PFL owns. And he was multiple world champion in there. Coming over to the UFC, dropping in hot. Dan Hooker, Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier. Now supposed to be Conor McGregor. That's murder's row in lightweight division right there, if you ask me. Everybody that he's faced up until like Conor, all them guys, murder's row, including Conor. Conor's a sniper at his best. But now Conor's out. Conor can't fight. And it's crazy that he can't fight. So if Conor can't fight, then what does Michael Chandler do? Michael Chandler's sitting around, Dana saying, poor puppy, or poor Chandler, may I say. So it's like, are you, and then Chandler pops off with, don't feel sorry for me, this and that. It's like, you're not feeling sorry for you, but we're trying to figure out what you want to do, though. So, unfortunately, technical difficulties got the party cut off. But where I was at was Michael Chandler should fight Max Holloway next. Max Holloway just had a fight in the 155-pound division, and it was for the BMF title. Now, that title doesn't have a certain division, but there's a certain characteristic that you have to have, a certain, if you will, bad motherfucking attitude that you have to have up here mentally to get the job done. And I just I just think that in general, sorry about that. I just dropped my watch. I just think that in general, you should you should always look forward and not behind. Now, I'm not saying Conor McGregor is behind Michael Chandler, but as far as in who's recent, who has more victories in recent years, who has more fights in the recent years, who has been more active in the recent years, Michael Chandler. Um, Dustin Poirier just fought for the world title. He already beat Max Holloway twice. He's not even ready to fight. Justin Gaethje's not even cleared to fight. Conor McGregor is hurt because he's not fighting Michael Chandler. There is three guys in the lightweight division that can fight for the title. You got Arman Tsarukyan, Charles Oliveira, and Michael Chandler. Because Michael Chandler hasn't faced Islam, but the other two have. So that's why you could say that he could fight for the world title next. But I kind of think they're going to give it to Tsarukyan. Arman has worked his way up through the ranks. He just beat Charles. So that's the thing, too. It's like, but then you can match up Arman and Michael Chandler for the number one contender spot. But then again, if Michael Chandler loses, where does he go? Does he get the Conor fight? What other big fight is there? Because that's not a big fight. That's a number one contenders fight. It's not a big fight. Even though a number one contenders fight could be a big fight, in his situation, it's not a big fight because he's he's not looking for that number one contender spot. He's looking for a big fight. So either title fight, BMF fight, Conor fight. Those are the three fights that he's looking for. And those are the three fights that he wants. So for Michael Chandler, I would have to say you're definitely gonna want to not put your eggs all in the same basket at once like you did with the Conor situation. As we have found out early this morning, Conor has released a statement saying that it is his toe that is broken. So in my previous statement on this record right here, on this video, is, Conor had a shin injury, and that's what I was told. And that's why I don't like to speculate and come out on these videos too soon. I like to hear the facts and get the details and hear it from the horse's mouth, as Dana White likes to say. I like to hear it from the horse's mouth. I want to hear it directly from the person, whether it's audio, text, voice, whatever it is, person. I want to hear it from the source. So Conor's out with a toe injury. That's his injury, is the toe. So it's not the shin. So I'm going to make a whole nother video on that. But as far as Michael Chandler needs to say, okay, that's a toe injury. I can wait for the Conor fight. But where do you have the Conor fight? When do you have the Conor fight? Broken toe takes a few weeks. He's back in the camp. 3-4 weeks, 3 to 6 weeks. Let's just say 4 weeks he's back in the camp. Excuse me. And he 2 weeks into camp, he's like, "Oh, I'm feeling it. Let's get it." Hopefully, there's not another injury that he sustains. But as far as Michael Chandler, it's like it's either you wait or you don't wait. At this point, you got to kind of make the decision for yourself, and you got to kind of think to yourself, all right, what is it that I want here? Do I really want the Conor fight? Do I not want the Conor fight? What is it that I want, and how can I get it? Because Dana's already said that, we'll do anything that Michael Chandler wants. Anything he wants, we'll make it happen. The only fight that's going to bring the most amount of money is that Conor fight. That's the only fight that's going to bring that money. Uh, Max Holloway fight wouldn't bring that type of money, guaranteed on the contract. Uh, and mind you, this is a payday that he's been trying to get for a year. He's been trying to get this payday since last year. So it's either go with it, and if it fails, it's not meant to happen. Move on, because I don't think anybody else is trying to wait any much longer. To be honest with you, it's either they fight this year or they don't fight at all, and it's as simple as that. Chandler doesn't fight Conor McGregor. He fights Max Holloway for the BMF title.